Very good morning to all. This is Bernard, Department of Computer Application, St. Joseph College of Arts and Science, Kadalur. Today I am going to discuss about arrays in C Sharp. First one, what is an array? Array is nothing but is a collection of similar data item that are shared by common name. In normal variable, we can store only one value at a time. Whereas in array, we can store multiple values using a single variable. So this is called array. And then second one is each item can be called an element of the array. So if you want to store 5 values, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So each value can be called as element. For example, 10 is an element, 20 is an element, like that. So third one is data types of the element may be valid data type like int, character, float, etc. If you want to store a value in an array, we must use any valid data type. So if you want to store integer data, we can use int data type. If you want to store character, you can use char data types. It's like that. So we move on to the next slide. So this is an example how data will be stored in an array. The first row, that is value row, 7, 11, 6 up to 45, 46. So these are datas. The second row is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 8 or array index values. So index value normally it start with 0. So totally we have 9 values. So it will start from 0 up to 8. The lower bound is 0, upper bound is 8. And then array length start from 1. So array length is 9. You can understand. So first value is 7 is an element, 11 is an element, 7 is an element can be referred by index value called 0. Okay, 11 can be referred by 1. So like this. So this one is, so array can be categorized into different types. One is single dimensional array or one dimensional array. Second one is multi-dimensional array or rectangular arrays. Third one is jagged arrays, and then last one is mixed arrays. So we will discuss one by one. So except last one. So mixed array is nothing but it's a combination of single, multiple or jagged arrays. So we will see examples single, multiple and jagged arrays. The first one is single dimensional array. So single dimensional array is nothing but the simplest form of array. It contains only one row of values. So if you want to store 10 values continuously, we can use single dimensional array. So then how to declare a single dimensional array? Syntax is type empty square bracket, name of an array equal to new is a keyword for memory allocation for an array, and then data type and then size. And then example is type is nothing but, say for example, int and then square bracket, name of an array is a equal to new is a keyword to allocate memory for a. So new is a keyword and then data type is int and then size of an array is 5. So here we can store maximum size is 5. So now the length is 5, index value lower bound is 0, upper bound is 4. So 5 is in size. So now we can see the practical example using Visual Studio, then only you can understand. So this Visual Studio environment console applications. Now the syntax is data type. So here I can use int, square bracket and then variable name is a equal to new keyword and then data type int, the size is 5. Okay, Now next line I can give 5 values for a variable, array variable. Either we can use compile time initialization or runtime initialization or command line arguments. So easiest way is to initialize the value at compile time. So how you initialize compile time? So now you can see a, the first index value is 0 equal to, I can assign 10 semicolon enter, and then a second index value is 1, I can use value as 8. So, and then a of 2 third index value I can use 45. A of 3 equal to 35, and then a of 4 equal to 15. So if you assign a of 5 is an error, because the upper bound is maximum index is a of 4. So if your a of 5, if you given array index bound exception will be occur at runtime. So we should not use this line. So now we assigned 5 values of a variable. Now we can print this value using console.writeLine. So if you have only one values, we can use directly console.writeLine a. So this is the wrong statement, because we have 5 values in a variable. So if you want to print these values, you must use for loop, while loop, do while or for each statements. Now I can use for loop to print array values. So for syntax is for initialization, starting value int I equal to 0, I less than, we have 5 values, we have to execute 5 times, so I can use 5, I plus plus. So okay, now the coding is over, and if you want to read this output, we can use read line, read key, or read, use any one. So you can compile your code, build a solution, program is compiled, and then you can execute this program. So it's the wrong output. So what is an error means, here console.writeLine, if you want to print actual value, you can use a of I. So the first loop will be executed like this: I equal to 0, 0 less than 5, condition is true, and the next line will be executed, that is console.writeLine a of I is 0, a of 0, a of 0 means here a of 0 is 10, it will be printed, and then again loop will be executed, one value is incremented by 1, so I equal to 1, 1 less than 5, and then next statement will be executed, a of 1 will be executed, a of 1 is index value, that corresponding value is 8, so 8 will be printed, and then third for loop, 2 less than 5, condition is true, then third data will be printed, and then fourth time will be executed, and in fourth data is 35, and then fifth one is 4 less than 5, then fifth data is 50, then terminate the loop and then come out of the program. Now our output will be like this. So 10, 8, 45, 35 and 50. So can you understand? Now here I can give the small modifications. If you instead of for loop, we can use for each. So here for each statement, for each syntax is for each data type, that should be your array data type, that is int. So we can use some other variable name, for example s, in is a keyword, a is an array values. Can you understand? For each is similar to for loop, And then for loop have the three statements: initialization, condition checking, and then increment or decrement. Here for each loop we have first one is data type, second one is variable name, and then in is a keyword, a is an array value. So here array variable name is a, can be stored in s. So here I can use yes. So program will be executed, the same output. So that's it. So this is an example for single dimensional array. It will be stored in a single row. Okay. Then using this namespace system.length, here we can, some of the modification is I can use array dot sort of a. So this will be sorted value. If you see, the output is, the data will be changed 10, 8, 10, 15, 35, 45. So it will be displayed in ascending order. So and then we can use for loop here using link LINQ, this language integrated query. So using this namespace I can use console dot write line a dot, I can find out min value, that is minimum value in an array. The next statement is maximum value in an array, and then these are some of the examples. That's all. Sum. So 5 values we have. So then 5 values will be added and then printed. So these last three statements, these are the different methods that belongs to link namespace. So first it will printed the sorted array, sorted value, and then this is the minimum value, and then this is the maximum value, and then 113 is sum of these numbers. So this is the example for single dimensional array. So we move on to the next one. So like this, two-dimensional array or multi-dimensional array, and then jagged array, and goes on. So next one is multi-dimensional array. It is known as rectangular arrays in C#. So it can be two-dimensional array or three-dimensional array. And then third one is the data is stored in tabular form. Tabular form is rows and columns. It's like a matrix. And then how to declare multi-dimensional array means type open square bracket. If you are using two-dimensional array means we can use single comma. If you want to use three-dimensional means 2 comma. Multi-dimensional is more than 2's. So type square bracket, within square bracket we can use single square comma, that is two-dimensional array, and then variable name equal to new type of row size and column size. This is an examples. So you can see the practical example. Here I can modify the single dimensional array. Here I can use 1 comma, and then here I can change the size. This is the row size and column size. Now the data will be changed like this. So a of 0 is a first row, second row, third row, like this. So a of 0 comma 0. So first row, first column equal to, I can assign 1. second one is third, fourth. So second row is first first row, second column. The value is 2. So like this, 3 and 4. This is second row, first column, second row, second column. You need to use sort for each min max. I can remove it. So now, so I declare the first line is declaration of two-dimensional array, or we can call it as rectangular array. And then 2, 3, 4, these 4 lines are initialization of two-dimensional array. And then how to print these values. If you are using two-dimensional array, you should use 2 for loop. If you are using one-dimensional array or single-dimensional array, you can use a single for loop. If you are using 3-dimensional array, 3 for loops like this. So here I can use 2 for loop. First for loop is for row size, row value. So I can use I equal to 0, I less than, row size is here 2, I plus plus. And then second for loop for int j equal to 0. J, here j is column size, j less than, column size is 2, j plus plus. Now I can print this value, console dot right line a of I comma j. So previously we given a of I, here we have 2 dimensional, so a of I comma j, close brackets. So program is over. You can execute this coding. So output will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I need a tabular form. It's like matrix format. So coding, how coding will be changed. Now here I can use one for loop, open curly brace. Here I changed right line right. Here I can use plus. So right means write a single value, right line is write a line. Here I can use slash t tab, and then here after one row is printed, and then one line is next line for second row. Here I can use close curly brace. So can you understand? First for loop, second for loop. For loop, main for loop is for row size. Second for inner for loop for column wise, column size. Here first row will be taken, first row will be printed. The highlighted statement will be printed. So after that it will come to next line, and then again for loop will be executed. So second row will be executed, row value and column values. So after that it will come out of the loop. So output will be like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So can you understand? This is an example for multidimensional. Next one is jagged arrays. So jagged array is also called as array of array. Array of array means each element in an array, each elements can be of another array. Can you understand? Array of array is nothing but, so array within array, each element called as another array. So that is called array of array. So element size of jagged array can be different. So each array element can be called as array. So each array can be have different size. So this is an example or syntax. So type 2 square bracket, variable name equal to new type. The first one is size, second one is should be empty, because the second square bracket value will be changed by the user. So example, so now we can use practical example how you declare jagged array. So now I changed using multi-dimensional array. Here I can use 2 square bracket. You can use the same variable name. Here first size is 2, second size should be empty. So now I remove these 4 statements. Now I can assign initialization of jagged arrays. The first one, so the maximum row is 2. So here first row a of 0 equal to, now I can declare first array. Can you understand? So size is, for example, 2. These two values I can define here, 1 comma 2. So can be initialized like this. Can you understand? So I think the normal array, first I use normal single dimensional array, then only you can understand this. So this is single dimensional array. So if you want to initialize this value, so how you declare in previous was a of 0 equal to 1, a of 1 equal to 10, a of 2 equal to like this. So like that we can declare like this here. So this is also correct statements. So this is a command line. Build successfully. So I can declare like this, or I can declare like this also, or we can declare empty, you can give. So these are the different compile time initializations. So same thing in jagged array, can understand like this, equal to new int of here is 2 is empty, semicolon. So I'm going to write second initialization values. So first array, that is a of 0. We have 2 arrays. So a of 0 equal to, we have to initialize new int of, directly we can initialize, or a new int of, here we should give the values, or without values, without size. So here 2 is in first row, first array column size, the value is 1 and 2. So second array is a of 1 equal to new int of 3. So this is the third point. The array size can be different, 3, 4, 5. Can you understand? If you give a of 4 means an array error. If a of 2 is an error, because we have the maximum size is 2. We cannot declare the third array. So now how to print these values? For int I equal to 0, I less than, instead of 2 we can define length of an array. I can use length of an array is a dot, how will you find us using this property value, that is a dot length, and then second for loop, int j equal to j less than 2. We can here we cannot assume 2 or 3 because our first array is 2, second array is 3. So here the coding will be changed. So j less than a of I dot length. Can you understand? The first row is this size. Either we can give 2 or a dot length. Now a dot length is 2. So inner for loop is this one is here. Either we can type 2 or 3, but we need the first array size is 2, and then second for loop, second time main for loop will be executed, second time the inner for loop will be changed, there is 3. So explicitly we cannot give 2 or 3. So here how will we change this? The statement is, so a of I dot length means the this size will be taken, and then first time, second time this size will be taken. So first time 2 times this highlighted for loop will be executed, the second time this highlighted statement, this 3 times this statement will be executed. So now the coding is over. Here I coding here a of I j, so like this. Now I compile this coding, build succeeded, and execute now. So first row 1 2, second row 3 4 5. This is called jagged array. We are using 2-dimensional array, so row and column size will be changed, will be same. Whereas in jagged array we have more number of rows, the column size will be changed. So this is an example for jagged array. Thank you.